Welcome to the geometry video for skill number 73. I can calculate the volume and surface area of pyramids. Alright, so for this skill we have some of our common variables that we've been seeing: S for surface area, L for lateral area, B for base area, P for base perimeter, and then we have H for height, and a new one we haven't seen yet is the slant height. And the slant height is the distance from the vertex of the pyramid down to one of the edges, and that's going to be a perpendicular distance. A pyramid is formed by a polygonal base and triangular faces that meet at a common vertex. We're most used to seeing the square pyramids like in Egypt at Giza, but they need not be square. We have here a hexagonal pyramid and here is a pentagonal pyramid. And what we can have is a regular pyramid, which means the vertex is directly above the center of a regular polygon, or a non-regular pyramid, which means either the polygon is non-regular or the vertex is not directly above the center. The key formulas that we have is lateral area is half of the perimeter times the slant height. So halfway around times the slant height. The surface area will be, of course, the lateral area plus the base. So you can think of that as L plus B or 1/2 PL plus B. And then finally the volume is 1/3 base area times height. And that formula works for either regular or non-regular. So this is a great formula, but unfortunately lateral area and surface area only works for the regular pyramids. On page 73B we start tackling some examples. So example 1, given the non-regular square prism with a height of 5 inches, find the lateral area, surface area, and volume. So even though this base looks rectangular-ish, I've called out that it's 9 inches by 9 inches, so we know that it's a square. We know it's non-regular because the vertex is not above the center. So we need to find the lateral area, and we cannot find the lateral area of non-regular pyramids. And if we can't find the lateral area, we can't find the surface area. This is possible with more information, but all you need to know is for this class it's not possible, or not enough info. If I wanted to find the volume, the equation is 1/3 base area times height. So 1/3, and then our base area is 9 by 9, which is 81 inches squared. And then our height is 5 inches. So 1/3 times 81 times 5 gives us a value of 135 inches cubed. In example 2, we're given the right pentagonal prism, and really that's more accurately we'll call it a regular pentagonal prism with a height of 8 inches and an apothem of 6 inches. And we need to find the lateral area, surface area, and volume. This problem gives us the added bonus of practicing finding the area of a regular polygon. So we have a 5-sided polygon with an apothem of 6 inches. And we need to find both the base area and the perimeter, because we need the perimeter to calculate our lateral area, and we need the base area to calculate our surface area. So the standard procedure that I've been teaching is first we find the measure of a single angle, n minus 2 times 180, and since this is 5-sided we have 5 minus 2 times 180, or 3 times 180, and then you take that value and you divide it by 5, and that's how we got the 108. If we know that that angle is 108, then we can conclude that half of that angle is 54 degrees. And now we have a right triangle that has a 6-inch apothem and the 54 degree here. And we use trig to find the side length that's important to us. That side length is useful because it'll help us find the perimeter. So this x happens 10 times. So that's how we find the perimeter of a pentagon. Tangent of 54 is opposite over adjacent. That gives us an x value of approximately 4.359. And if that happens 10 times around the perimeter, we know our perimeter is 43.592 inches. We can also find the area of this pentagon because the area is 1/2 apothem times perimeter. So 1/2 times 6 times 43.592. So in that operation we found both the base perimeter and the base area. And we need those to find the surface area and volume of the pyramid. Moving on to the next page, I've summarized what we found so far. We were told that there was a height of 8 inches and an apothem of 6 inches. We discovered the perimeter to be 43.592 and the base area to be 130.778. Now all we need to do is find the slant height. So the slant height is of interest to us, and what I've done is I've drawn the pyramid again on this page for reference. We know that the height is 8 inches and the apothem is 6, so we've created another right triangle that we can use to find the apothem. Not the apothem, the slant height. So this is the hypotenuse of the right triangle, so we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. 6 squared plus 8 squared equals L squared. And we use the lowercase script l for slant height. In the end, we find the slant height to be 10. For those that noticed, it was a 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean triple. That's been doubled, 6, 8, 10. Alright, now that we have our slant height, we can find our lateral area, because lateral area is 1/2 perimeter times L, or slant height. So we have 1/2 times our perimeter times our slant height. And we find that the lateral area for this pyramid, is 217.962 square inches. From there we find the surface area, which is lateral plus base. So we take our lateral area that we just calculated, and we add to it our base area. And on the previous page we calculated the base area to be 130.778. So if we add those two together, we get a surface area of 348.74 square inches. And our final calculation is volume, which is 1/3 base times height. And we take 1/3 our base area of 130.778 and then our height of 8 inches. And we find the volume to be 348.74. What's amazing is just by chance and chance alone, our surface area and volume are the same values. Different unit, but same values. This does not happen very often. In fact, it happens very, very rarely. Do not ever assume that the volume is the same as the surface area, because these are two different calculations. Alright, the key ideas and concepts for this skill is we need to understand what a pyramid is and what is the difference between a regular pyramid and a non-regular pyramid. That difference is regular has a regular polygonal base and non-regular does not necessarily. Also, non-regular might have a vertex that is off-center. We also need to be able to calculate the lateral area of a pyramid, and that is equal to 1/2 perimeter times slant height. We should also be able to calculate the surface area of a regular pyramid, and that is calculated as lateral area plus base. And finally, we need to be able to calculate the volume of a pyramid, and that's 1/3 base times height. The volume works for any pyramid, and the lateral area and surface area only work for regular pyramids. Alright, this concludes the lesson. Thank you.